most people, including myself, are the R1 method. We're like, well, maybe R0 method. Like people don't even get reviews. Like I've been convicted over the past about month. I've been in Brad Akers' group. He's, describing exactly what you're saying, which is coming from a funnel method, which is picking off the low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
And it goes from prospect to lead to customer. And just what you said, there's no relationship there.
Yeah.
Prospect, lead, customer, hopefully review. We have a good system to get reviews. We could be better at that though. That's not even that strong. So the flywheel, it's essentially the same thing. Are you nurturing those things? Are you doing the little things on a consistent basis to develop those relationships, to ask for referrals, to actually build in a reward system? Like we've never done that before, and it's definitely to our detriment.
Yeah.
And so what you're saying is resonating really clearly to me and my team.
You read the book Giftology?
I know of it. I have not read it.
So, it's such a simple process. John Rowland. So it's interesting. I already had this when I was thinking of the concept of R4 method as a business, as automation, and follow up and having it completely automated with boop, click, and the R4 method happens, right? And then I met this guy online. I read his book. I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm flipping. I'm like, yep. You got to do that. Retention and loyalty. Yeah. Is it practical? Yeah, it's super practical. Like, it's such an easy read. And when you read this, you'll go, holy cow, I don't need to spend a lot of money. I just have to do it.
Yeah.
Now,
you have to actually execute it.
The interesting thing in the R4 method, when I was thinking about it years ago, trying to automate it and all that cool stuff, is I thought about the sale happens after the sale. So to your point, the funnel, right? It comes down, the lead comes in, and then you get them there, and then you get them to the sale. And then the sales rep's like, yeah, I'm done. My concept was, dude, you ain't done. The sale just started. So the funnel went like this. It went to the sale, and then it went like this. It was shaped like an hourglass. So if you can imagine, the sand goes down, it gets to the bottom, the sale happens, and then the sand comes out, and then you keep flipping it, right? Conceptually flipping it, because you want to keep that circle of like Hakuna Matata coming, right? And that's when the R4 kicks in. What happens after the sale? So yeah, man, it's cool stuff.
That is so valuable, that perspective of the relationship over leads and really investing in that. And this is a different view on it from what you're taking. You're talking about purely a sales context, but I had almost an immediate or a very recent experience that's comparable, and that is hiring. So we're hiring right now for Proline. And so I've been doing interviews with a bunch of different candidates for several different roles. And there's a specific role I was hiring for, and talked to some really great people, really, really talented. But there was one candidate who was not only talented, but also was proactively building the relationship with me over the last two weeks since his interview, or really even before his interview. He was kind of daily being like, hey, like I watched this podcast of you guys, and I really liked what you said about X. What about this thing? Or going to our website and saying like, hey, I saw this thing on the website. I don't know if that's what you meant to have there. Like, I just want to make you aware of it. Like, these little things. And 2 weeks in, it's like, now I have 2 weeks of context with this guy, and the next best candidate, who was honestly quite talented, is someone I've had one Zoom call with. And it's like, who am I going to go with at the end of the day? Like, as long as I don't feel like I have to take a cut on quality, like, I'm going to choose the person I have now 2 weeks of context with.
Because you guys developed a relationship.